into the marriage and relationship to each other. And so what the demons are ultimately trying to do is make sure that the spouses never, ever get into the position of being willing to suffer at the hands of each other. That's what Christ did. Christ suffered for his spouse, us, the church, and he was willing to suffer at our hands for our sake. There has to be, what the demons are trying to do is change your focus from looking at yourself, because this is the things that, you see this even with people who are possessed. The first thing the demons are always trying to do is get the person's attention to turn in upon themselves. I can't believe he said that to me. I can't believe he did this, or I can't believe she did that. Right? And so they're trying to get the person to look at their side of the equation. I suffered this. I went through this. I'm not going to do this because you did this to me, rather than being able to let loose of all of that and actually have benignity and benevolence. Benignity is the willingness to do good for people, and benevolence is goodwill. They're trying to chisel away at your goodwill within the confines of the marriage. And so that means that you have to make active choices over and over and over again in the marriage to combat that. Which basically means what? You have to make the choices. And by the way, this doesn't apply to marriage. It applies across the board in relationship to relationships in general, or how you live in community life, or what have you. You have to make the choice to be benign and benevolent towards people on a regular basis. You see, your spouse's defect has little to do with your correcting it, except indirectly. In other words, you get these people, and this is another thing that demons drive. Wait till you get married, and then you can just beat her into submission. Or, she will change. Yeah, that's a delusion. People usually get more entrenched in their vices when they get married. So I tell people, look, you got to be able to live with his or her defects before you're even married. You know, you got to know what those are and being able to live with it. If you expect things to change because of the marriage, I'm the bearer of bad news. Sometimes I hate to be, sometimes it doesn't bother me in the slightest. The fact is that it's going to get worse, because the demons are going to be under even more attack before the marriage.